Most of these have,
Okay.
most of these are 120 bucks.
I was telling you about my friend in Germany, Dan DeCoste. This is him right here. Wow, I was only a 19-year-old soldier back then, and they were looking for volunteers to go to Egypt. And I said, wow, Egypt, fantastic. I get a chance to travel the world, see the pyramids, you know, ride a camel in the desert. I thought that'd be kind of neat. I had no idea what peacekeeping was specifically. So I learned a lot as a 19-year-old soldier what peacekeeping was all about. Before that, I had no idea. I thought I was going on a holiday. Because they said to me, you're going to go to Egypt. I said, great, the pyramids, the camels, the whole 9 yards. But I got an eye opener, a shock in my life. When we landed in Cairo, the pilot said, stay in your seats, because there's some kind of ceremony going on outside the plane. So I looked outside the plane, and the conveyor belt was right where I was sitting, basically. And there was a coffin of a soldier being repatriated home. He had been killed on the mission that I was going on. At that very, very moment, I thought, wow, this is not a holiday. This is for real. People are dying. So the whole 6 months, 7 months I was there was, okay, let's keep this real. Let's soldier on. Peacekeeping Park is it's a piece of land, 2.5 acres roughly, and it has a representation of all our peacekeepers who made the ultimate sacrifice since 1950, I believe was the first one, to present, and has the names of every single one of them on there, plus all those who made the ultimate sacrifice in Afghanistan, 158, and then the 3 RCMP who were killed in Haiti. On August 9th is Peacekeepers Day all across Canada. It's like November 11th, except it's a smaller version, but it's still fairly big. Well, August 9th was the biggest loss of peacekeepers in all given one squad. At one given time, they were shot down by Syrian missiles up in Damascus, and this was in 1974. And so that was the biggest loss of Canadian soldiers at any given time. And so that day became the day.
Today, August 9th, marks the 50th anniversary for what was the greatest loss of life in a single event for Canadian peacekeepers. It hits particularly close to home here in Angus, as 2 of the personnel who made the ultimate sacrifice, Master Warrant Officer Cyril Carriveau and Corporal Bruce Stringer, called Angus home.
On that wall, there's 9 names of those who were on that aircraft, the Buffalo aircraft, but 2 of those names were from Angus. Well, people want to remember the sacrifices that were made by our own troops, our own people. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to go somewhere else and fight somebody else's battles and then possibly not come home again. And that happened more than once. And that's what the wall's all about. They sacrificed their lives for a better cause. They fought in another country to keep them safe because they know what we have here back in Canada, and they want them to have the same thing there. They want to enjoy that liberty. And so for them to sacrifice their lives like that, you just can't forget that. No. Remember what he's done and pay the respect due to that person who made that ultimate sacrifice. That's what this park's all about. I've got, I think it's 285 names on the wall, and every single one of them deserve our respect. This, to me, is sacred land. This is a sacred land. Our soldiers are there, and men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. Some of them are my friends I actually served with in the military. There, for the grace of God, I made it home safe. You know, I'm one of many who made it safe, but unfortunately they did not.